Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today's video is a bit of a crafting video. Anybody else remember these pony beads? At least that's what they're called where I grew up, pony beads. When I was a kid, we used to love making little bead pets on strings that we could put on keychains, tie to our backpacks, all that good stuff. And my elementary school's mascot was a gecko, so the gecko is what I remember best how to make. So today I'm going to show you how to use a few pony beads, a piece of string, to make yourself a little pet gecko. So I am going to try to narrate my steps here, but I'm, not going to just, I am cutting, I am pouring. That's boring. Hey, that rhymed. If you're new here, please do subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes I have bonuses, and although I am doing a craft, I am primarily an art channel. I also do tutorials and product reviews on occasion, and sometimes I have bonuses as well. So here we go. We are starting with the first 3 beads. I have just some basic cord from the dollar store. I put the first bead down the nose. I let that be on its own, and then I put 2 more down. That's the second bit, and I thread the other side through, pull it down, create that triangle. So starting with the second row, both ends of the string have to go through the beads in opposite directions for every row you're doing. The third row includes the gecko's eyes, so pick out different colors. There we go, we got the gecko's face happening. So now we're going to narrow to the back of the head. I've only got 2 beads again. Again, threading both ends through both beads in opposite directions. Make sure if you've got cheap cord like this that you use more cord than you're going to need, because you're going to need to trim the ends of that cord every once in a while just to get the frayed bits gone so you can thread more beads. I did not have enough greens in my 2 little packs of beads, so I'm going to have to throw in some other colors here. For the legs, you're going to send the 2 for the actual leg down first, then you're going to put in 3 for the toes. You're going to let those be single threaded, and then thread the same end back through the leg so that you can pull that all tight. The legs are just the single side of the end side, whatever, of the cord, but you are threading it back through the actual leg beads. The toe beads are threaded once, and you want to make that nice triangle just by carefully positioning the beads as you pull it tight. Doing the same thing on the other side. Tell me in the comments down below, did you make bead pets like this when you were younger? Are you going to try it now? What animal do you like to make with beads if you've done this? Did you do something other than geckos? I seem to remember at somebody's birthday party we tried to make other creatures, but gecko was all I could ever get to work. If you like this video, please do hit the like button and leave a comment. You don't have to talk about beads or geckos, just anything. I do really appreciate it. I love reading your comments, and I will reply as soon as I can. By the way, these are super cheap, like $1-2 packs of 100 each beads from AliExpress. You can also get them on Wish. They'll come in a mailer labeled bracelet or necklace, kind of like a do-it-yourself assemble your necklace, but obviously that's not what I'm making with these ones. I'm making a gecko. Here I'm just preparing the beads that are left to do because I was running out of green. The tail is not going to be green at all. And the legs aren't even all going to match, but that's okay. Going on with the body of the gecko. A gecko at this size, the widest part of the body is only going to have 4 beads in a row, so it's still not all that tricky to do. You can make much larger geckos, and then they get to be 5, 6, 8, 10 beads across. That gets surprisingly trickier. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. The gecko was my elementary school's mascot. I've already forgotten now if I mentioned that in the intro or not, but that's probably why all the kids at my school were so interested in doing the gecko specifically. Or maybe it's more common other places, I don't even know. That's my exposure to it, so that's what I know. We were the Gordon Greenwood Geckos. And then my high school was the Gators, so we always just joked that we grew up into Gators. But then my best friend in high school, her elementary school was also Gators, so she just stayed the same. So I don't know which one of us won, the one that stayed the same or the one that grew up into something more awesome. By the way, this was the Vancouver area of British Columbia. There are no gators there except in like the zoo, maybe. I don't even know if there are any gators in zoos in that area. But yeah. Didn't stop the PE teachers from trying to tell the 8th graders that there was a gator hiding in the little creek under the bridge in the woods that we would do our runs in. And of course they said that just to make everybody run faster. Always thought it was funny. We called it the Enchanted Forest because that's where the skippers would go smoke up. And yes, the PE teachers called it that. Just finishing up the gecko's little butt there, and we're going to move on to the tail. So for the tail, that's a single bead at a time with both ends of the cord pulled through it. And since I've completely run out of green and yellow beads, he's gonna have a black and white tail. Why not? So it would be boring for me to continue to narrate threading the beads for the tail. If you wanted to make this into a keychain, you could have put that on first at the nose, you could put it on at the end at the tail, you could loop it through the bead of the nose or the tail after. Doesn't matter. Or you could make this into a necklace or whatever. I just ended up tying it off and cutting the cord at the end of the tail, just having him as he is. I think he's cute that way. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in the end card, and I will see you soon, probably with a regular art video. Bye guys! You made it to the end of the video! Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring that bell. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and I feature artists and crafters in my end card. Use the hashtag LookJennaYT. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye guys!